When you get your bills in for the month, and you start paying them, do you give your tithes? Let's talk about that and my bills. Welcome to Mrs. Peach, Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. Today is what I want to talk about is this. I keep all my bills and everything in this. When I get the bills, I put them in here. When it's time to sit down to pay my bills online, I get my little trusty little piece of paper out that I've been writing in. I've had different pages. I've made it different ways at times. Kind of a little short guide of what I do. I pay most of them online. So I thought I would just talk about a little bit of them today. I am thankful that I have enough money to pay these bills. What's a little left over? You know, I realize everybody is not in the same boat. I'm 79. My husband's been gone 2.5 years, and I'm thankful that our home is paid for. We do have our taxes. So I thought I would just kind of go over a little bit of that. I'm not going to give you exact amounts, but I'm going to give you an idea. Let's start off on my bills that I have here. The first one I put down, and it's not a bill. I don't know how many people do this, but I feel like my 90% goes further when I give my tithing to God or wherever you're being fed, and mine is my church. When I'm sitting there doing all my bills for the month, that one goes too. It's 10% of what I have coming in. If I get $100 in, then I would give $10 out. Simple math. And then the rest of it's mine to spend however. Now, you can't outgive God. And that has always, I believe that it's always been, I wouldn't even think about not giving my tithing. So I don't know how many of you are with me on that one. If this is a new foreign thought, it's in the Bible. You know, I try to live by what is in the Bible and what I know. Like I said, you cannot outgive God. With that being said, I support other ministries. I have, at our church, I give above my 10%. I give offerings, and I can earmark it how I want it to be spent, like missionaries or whatever. So I have that set with them, and I've committed to a certain amount, and I give that. And then I have a couple more ministries that I send a little money to. Like I said, you can't outgive God. And I have the rest of it to spend my way. Well, more than just my way, to keep the house going and keep our lives going here. I've got my PG&E, which is my Pacific Gas and Electric. It is different this month. My bill is $136. Last month it was $207. Some of the months it's higher, some of the months it's lower. Right now the gas is the heavier part because it's keeping me warm. And in the summer, then it flip-flops, and to keep cool, then you're paying the electricity, and that's more. I am very conservative with my utilities, and so that's the representation there. This one is my health supplement bill. I went to the G plan, which was a little bit cheaper. I have a deductible of $230 a year. So once I pay that, then they pay everything else. When I go to the doctor, I don't pay any co-pays, anything else. Now that's besides what my Social Security, I think it's $180 they take out of my Social Security that I would get. So $180, and then this has went up to $273 a month. It was $236. And for this next whole year, it will be $273. That's a lot of money, but you need it. I know there's some people that have different Advantage plans. I know my sister has one that's wonderful, and it's really worked well for her. She lives in a different county and further down the road than me. It's really worked well for her, and her premiums are very little, and she does pay a little bit when she goes to the doctor and things like that. But it's been really good, and hers includes some dental and I think eye. That's amazing. Got my water bill. My water bill is, for years I was on a flat rate, and it was for water and sewer, and it had gotten up to be about $100 a month. And they put me on the meter. Finally, our street got the meters put in, and now it's been running a little less. And I will tell you, the sewer is, I think, pretty close to a flat rate. It's $46 a month. And then the water is, this month was $24. So it comes in one bill. It was $70.84. That's 1 month. My garbage bill comes every 3 months, and it's just over $100. It started out a little less, and I have the blue can, and I have the gray one, and I have the green one. You're supposed to separate. Now I don't hardly ever fill any of those, but you can't save a lot of money even if you turn your cans back in. And I have my Straight Talk, my phone, and I know I could probably find a little bit cheaper plan. Mine is the one I got several years ago, actually, and I never have trouble with it, and it's about $45 a month. And then I have my Xfinity. That is my internet and house phone. I don't have any TV service. I watch my Roku, which I use from my internet, and that's a little over $100. I know some people get it higher and some lower. I know you can buy all these streams that you can add to that, but I haven't done it. And, you know, once you get started, you are kind of there. You can change to another company and get a special sometimes, or call them. And I've gotten it taken down a little bit when they'd start to raise it, and I call it. I need what I have. I do my videos here. It's pretty fast speed that I get them uploaded, and it's worked well for me. Let's see. Okay, I already talked about my health insurance. I have my taxes every year. And every year they go up a little bit. And I usually pay it in 2 times. I could just go pay it all at once, but I think, you know, at my age, hey, I might not be here in a half a year. And I might be. This is for the whole year. I'm on the Prop 13. I know this is so much cheaper than so many people out there. And so I get the bill, I go pay half of it, and then I, later on, when it's almost time to pay the other half, I go pay it. And it was $666. So let's get off that number. So I paid $333. Now let's see. Ever since my husband's been gone, I never got this before, but I got pest control. So every 2 months they come out and spray. And they have those little boxes out in the yard that they would catch rats or whatever. They've been known to be around our neighborhood. Thankfully, I have not seen one personally, and I choose not to. People that know me well know how nervous and scared I am of those kind of things. Even a little mouse in your house, I haven't seen one. I keep those plug-ins all through the house too, so that's a good thing too. One thing I do put out that I probably wouldn't have to put out, but for me, it's worth it. My husband always sprayed when he was here and did all that kind of thing. I have a drug prescription program that helps pay a portion of mine, and it's very inexpensive. I think it was about $20 a month. I paid it all at one time. So when I go to get my prescriptions, which I think the Lord don't use a lot, I don't pay anything, or it might be $24 for 3 months is the most I've paid for any of them. I feel like I'm doing very well on that. I also have a little dentist insurance policy that is about a little over $100 a year, and they discount your dental, what you get, but you have to go to the dentist that is in that program that they do. And I've saved a lot of money by using it, and I think it's well worth it. Let's see, car insurance. I have my tags every year. I have smog. I think that's every other year. So you have to have money put away for those kind of things. The car insurance here in California is not cheap. And I guess, I could go to another company. And I've had AAA for so many years. Let me back up. I have road service. That's about $100 a year. For my road service, you get 4 free tows or whatever. And I used 2 of them like back to back. I was very thankful I had it. Now, so far with my problems on the car, thank the Lord, I do keep my oil changed and all the service that I need done on my car. So I tried to keep up with that also. I wash my own car, so I don't have an expense there. I don't spend a lot of money at the grocery store. I do eat out. And then usually when I eat out, I have enough for 2 or 3 meals. And a lot of that, the majority of it is socializing, being with my friends, meeting for lunch, more lunch than anything, and meeting at the donut shop. You guys that watch me know that. Every month, whenever I was talking about our car insurance, it's a yearly bill, and we can pay it monthly. And if you pay it monthly, then they charge you $7 each time extra. So I had to pay mine all at one time or way ahead where they don't have to send the bill out. If they send the bill out, it's $7. With that being said, every month when I am doing my bills, I put back in my book. It's my own system of saving. I save so much money, usually $100. I could up it because I have another one. Oh yeah. Then as I'm telling you about my car insurance, I remembered I have house insurance, and that's not quite $1,000 a year. I don't have the exact numbers sitting here in front of me, but gives you an idea. So then I put money away and save for that, where I will have it whenever the bill comes in. And the last monies that I save on a regular basis, pretty close to always, there's been a few exceptions to that. When I'm sitting there doing all this, I transfer the amount that I would have had for my car payment when we bought our car in 2016. Then we paid it off early. Then I take that amount, it's not quite $300, and I put that in a savings every month. And so that just kind of adds up, over the time. So then when you have something that you have to pay, or something, my trees needed cutting, and once in a while I have to call somebody to do something that I cannot do myself, then you have the money put away, you can afford to do it. Or like trips coming up, I can go on those without worrying about having the money for it. So I don't know, but back to the tithing. If you don't know about tithing, it's all in the Bible, and you always know what you give. One of the scriptures is that I always remember is, He'll give it back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And I always felt like that was a blessing. Not that I'm giving what I give to get money back or whatever, but I've seen it over and over how God has helped me with my finances, brought in things, monies, helped me find deals and savings that I could not have had otherwise. But God, I felt like God was blessing me because I'm faithful to him. And I pray that God is faithful to you. I just want you to know that God really will be there with you and bless you when you are generous. Now, on my own self, I am not a generous person. In a way, I think I'm not. If I feel that tug to give, I try to always remember. I mean, the tithing is not even questionable. And the things I've set up that I will give to for the ministries, I do it. But when it comes to others, then other things, then I'm a little bit, God just made me this way, and I try to do what he would have me. Oh, I don't know that that made sense at all in this video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you will think about what you give. And, my title of here is Mrs. Pete's Thrifty Living. I try to live within my means, and I do. And I thank the Lord for that. My friends, I love thrift stores. My friends give me clothes. I'm not too proud to wear them. I give things away. I'm happy to do that. And it's just like opening doors sometimes around here. I pray God has blessed you. You may have lots more money than me, or you may have a lot less than me. Thank the Lord, he takes care of us no matter where we are. I think of those birds out in my yard. They're building nests now, and they're doing this and that, and we don't have to worry about the future. Jill, last night in her message, I just have to say this. She said this sentence, and it just stuck with me. God promised us our daily bread. Give us, in the Lord's Prayer, give us this day our daily bread. He didn't promise a yearly bread. So it's a one day at a time. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. We'd love to hear your feedback. Now, if you're going to down a person for giving their tithes, that's okay. Everybody has their own opinion and how they interpret the Bible, or whether they even read the Bible and follow it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. God bless you. Gonna go meet my friends for lunch. Chinese. Don't forget, Jesus loves you.